Teacher talking sports, what it does, what do, how we live. And let me start by saying happy Easter to those of you who celebrate. But yesterday was the beginning of the NBA playoffs. Shout out to my Knicks. Shout out campaign. What a fourth quarter as they took a 1-0 lead. But we're going to look at another game. I'm talking about the Bucks and Pacers now. The Bucks are without Damian Lillard due to blood clots in his calf, but he is expected to return either in game 2 or game 3. Definitely a fast return. But even with Lillard in the lineup, the Bucks figured they needed more offense, so they traded one of their great players in team history, won a championship with the team. That would be Chris Middleton, in a deal that brought in Kyle Kuzma, a guy who won a NBA championship with the Los Angeles Lakers in 2020, but hasn't necessarily shot the ball well this season with the Wizards or with the Milwaukee Bucks. And yesterday, man, basically put up the same stats as you and I. Pacers game really never was close. I mean, the Bucks might have pulled to 11, 13 at times. But you see a 19-point win for the Pacers to take the 1-0 lead. But we could see Kyle Kuzma's numbers in his 22 minutes. I do not think that the Bucks traded for him to see a performance like this. 0 for 5 from the field, missed both his three-pointers, missed both his free throws. 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks, 0 turnovers. I mean, at least he had the 0 turnovers because if you play FanDuel like I do, thankfully I didn't take Kuzma. If he had a turnover, he would have had negative points. So he just had a big goose egg for those that took him, and did not even put up a stat when they traded a franchise icon to acquire him. The X-Page Stat Muse kind of poked fun at Kuzma's game a few times. So we see here, fun fact, Chris Middleton and Kyle Kuzma had the same number of points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks for the Bucks in game 1. It's safe to say that Chris Middleton never had a game like that for the Bucks in his playoff career for them. Scroll down, it's Easter, but Kyle Kuzma is hunting goose eggs and just shows all the zeros, which of course are shaped like eggs. And then a picture of Kyle Kuzma, if you don't get it, that is Tony Snell. Tony Snell was kind of notorious for those box scores where he'd put up 0 in every stat line. So Kyle Kuzma, getting clowned by StatMuse and got clowned by a lot more people as well. As I mentioned, really hasn't been what the Bucks were hoping for. Shot just 33.3% from three-point territory with the Bucks. Just 66.3% from the charity stripe. I mean, both of those numbers are an increase over how terribly inefficient he was with the Washington Wizards this season. But, a guy who averaged more than 20 points per game in both 2022-23 and 23-24, albeit on bad Wizards teams. But, hasn't been a very successful last couple years. You might remember Kuzma tweeting something out about the Pistons when they were when they were in their long losing streak, like how they wouldn't want to be that team. Well, the Wizards only finished one game better than the Pistons last year, and of course the Pistons blew the Wizards out of the water this year. But Kyle Kuzma, zeros across the board in game 1. Bucks may have Lillard back for game 2, but definitely need more from Kyle Kuzma. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.